As the clock ticks down to the new year, different cultures around the world gear up to celebrate in some truly unique and at times downright hilarious ways. Get ready to explore the world's most bizarre New Year's traditions. In Spain, people eat 12 grapes at the stroke of midnight, one for each bell toll, symbolizing good luck for each month of the year. Over in Denmark, people save their old dishes all year to throw them against the doors of friends and family. The more broken dishes on your doorstep, the more popular you are. In Scotland, the first footing tradition is all about the first person to cross your threshold after midnight. Ideally, it should be a dark-haired male for good luck. In Japan, Buddhist temples ring their bells 108 times to cleanse the sins of the past year. Filipinos believe in the power of circles. Wearing polka dots and eating round fruits is said to bring prosperity. In Brazil, your luck for the new year is determined by the color of your underwear. Red for love, yellow for money, and so on. In Italy, out with the old and in with the new takes a literal turn. People throw old items out of their windows to make room for new beginnings. In Finland, people cast molten tin into cold water and interpret the shapes it forms to predict the coming year's fortune. Estonians believe in eating up to 7, 9, or even 12 meals on New Year's Eve. Each meal supposedly brings strength for the new year. In Johannesburg, South Africa, it's a tradition to throw old furniture out of the windows of tall buildings. In Belarus, single women place piles of corn in front of them, and a rooster determines who will get married next based on which pile it chooses first. In Greece, onions symbolize rebirth. Families hang onions on their doors to promote growth and regeneration in the coming year. In Chile, some people spend New Year's Eve in the cemetery, sleeping near their deceased loved ones to include them in the celebrations. In Ecuador, people burn scarecrows filled with paper at midnight. This is believed to purge the bad from the past year and usher in the good for the new year. Colombians carry empty suitcases around their block or home. This is done with the hope of a travel-filled year. In Romania, the bear dance is performed. People dressed in bear skins parade through the streets, believed to keep away evil spirits. In the Czech Republic, people cut apples in half to see the pattern revealed at the core. A star means health throughout the year, while a cross may suggest troubles. In South Korea, a huge bell in Seoul is rung 33 times at midnight, reflecting the Buddhist tradition and bringing in a year of good fortune. In Wales, children go house to house with an apple studded with twigs and cloves, singing and giving blessings in return for small gifts or money. In Puerto Rico, it's customary to throw buckets of water out of windows to drive away evil spirits. In Siberia, some brave souls celebrate by cutting a hole in the ice of a lake and diving in while carrying a tree. In Belgium, particularly in rural areas, it's customary for farmers to wish their livestock a happy new year, reflecting the importance of animals in their culture. In Peru, the Takanakui festival involves people settling their differences through good-natured fistfights, clearing the air for a fresh start in the new year. In Bulgaria, a traditional New Year's practice involves men dancing in icy waters, symbolizing strength and purification. In Ireland, people bang bread against the walls of their homes to chase out bad luck and invite good spirits in for the new year. In Mongolia, the White Month Festival is celebrated, where families gather, exchange gifts, and perform rituals to honor their ancestors and welcome the new year. In Panama, people burn effigies of well-known people known as muñecos to get rid of the past year's evils and start anew. Greeks have a tradition of hanging a pomegranate above the front door. On New Year's Day, they smash it with its seeds symbolizing prosperity and good fortune. In the Philippines, children and even adults try to jump as high as they can at the stroke of midnight. It's a fun belief that this will help them grow taller. In China, the Lunar New Year is celebrated with red envelopes filled with money for good luck and spectacular dragon dances that symbolize prosperity and good fortune. Vietnam celebrates Tet, the Lunar New Year. Homes are beautifully decorated with flowers, and families pay respects to their ancestors, hoping for luck and prosperity. In Canada, particularly in colder regions, the polar bear plunge is a popular New Year's tradition, with people taking a dip in freezing waters for charity or as a challenge. In Mexico, people eat 12 grapes at midnight, similar to Spain. Each grape represents a wish for the upcoming 12 months. In France, New Year's is often celebrated with papillotes, chocolates wrapped in sparkling paper that crackles when opened, and of course, champagne. In Australia, the New Year is welcomed with one of the world's most famous fireworks displays over Sydney Harbour, a celebration attended by thousands and watched by millions. In India, while the traditional New Year varies regionally, the pan-Indian celebration of Diwali, the Festival of Lights, marks a new beginning with fireworks, lamps, and sweets. In Bali, Indonesia, Nyepi, or the Date of Silence, is observed as the Hindu New Year. It's a day of reflection, marked by silence and fasting. In Pakistan, the arrival of spring is celebrated as Basant. While not a New Year festival, it's a time of joy and festivity with kite flying and vibrant gatherings. In Nigeria, the Calabar Carnival is a month-long event culminating around the New Year, known as Africa's biggest street party with music, dance, and cultural displays. In Brazil, apart from jumping 7 waves, there's also the tradition of offering flowers and gifts to Lemanja, the goddess of the sea, on New Year's Eve for blessings in the coming year. In Bangladesh, Pohela Boishakh, the Bengali New Year, is celebrated with joyous parades, traditional music, and dance, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the region. In Russia, New Year's is celebrated with New Year trees and Dead Moroz, or Grandfather Frost brings presents, similar to Santa Claus. Ethiopia celebrates its New Year, Enkutatsh, in September. It's marked with family gatherings, songs by young girls, and the exchange of bouquets. In Egypt, the Islamic New Year, or Al-Hijra, is observed with prayers and reflection. It's a time for contemplating life and faith. In Iran, Nowruz marks the Persian New Year. It's celebrated at the exact moment of the vernal equinox, with special table settings known as Haftseen, and is a time of renewal and family gatherings. In Germany, a unique tradition called Bleigießen is practiced. People melt small pieces of lead, pour them into cold water, and then interpret the shapes to predict the future for the coming year. In Thailand, the Songkran Festival marks the traditional Thai New Year. It's celebrated with a massive water fight, symbolizing the washing away of bad luck and sins from the previous year. In Kenya, New Year's celebrations are often centered around family gatherings and cultural festivals. Various tribes and communities showcase their heritage through music, dance, and traditional ceremonies. As we bid farewell to this journey of global New Year's customs, let's carry forward the spirit of unity, hope, and joy into the coming year. Thank you for joining us on this incredible cultural journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the fascinating traditions that unite and celebrate our human family. Happy New Year to all, and may your year be filled with joy, peace, and prosperity.